Nobody? Good. Oh,
Did this have that playoff game feel?
funny you should ask. We talked about that in between periods, how they're just, you could see there wasn't an open seat in the house. The crowd was into it. It was loud, and they were desperate. And that first 5 minutes, they came at us hard, and we didn't answer much. But we didn't give up too much, and that was big for us. And then we kind of settled down after that. But it was that was actually a really good game to finish on. Naturally, we come out and win, so that makes it easy for me to say that. But because much different than the Jersey game, where there wasn't as much life in the building, and but there was life in this building, and it was a tough game.
How long do you allow yourself to reflect on this regular season and all the records and everything else that you guys have accomplished this year?
God, it's funny how it comes down to like the last game, and Bish gets his 40th win, and our team gets 50th this season. Pretty remarkable to think what that group's accomplished this year. It's just been a lot of fun to be with these guys, and I think, as I told the guys, sit back tonight and enjoy this. We've got a few days here to get prepared for Detroit. But they should sit back and, reflect on what they accomplished. I don't know how many teams reach 50 wins in a season, but it's a remarkable accomplishment from this group, especially with so many moving different parts that have come in, and especially in the off season and the changeover of our team. But it's wake up Sunday, and it's game on. And I know I could just tell by just when I was talking to him post game, there's just a different feel in that room about what's coming up, and it's they got the eye of the tiger in them. I can see it. So it should be like I said, I'm looking forward to what's ahead of us.
Could you talk a little bit about Bishop? I mean, this time last year,
Mm-hmm.
he was injured. We didn't know that when you played. Nothing against Lundy or anything. How much different do you feel this year with a healthy Bishop? A good, honest, clean shot at?
Well, I just think does it start with Bish? There's no question. Do you want your starter to be healthy and ready to go, and somewhat rested? He hasn't played a ton. No question. Do we love the fact we have a guy as capable of Vasilevsky backing up? I like where we stand there, but it's just not Bish. It's everything we have. There's the changeover we have on D, and hopefully we get to see some of these bodies back for Game 1. We'll see how that transpires, but just that we're a different group. We know each other now. They know me. I know them. We're closer. It's our systems in place. It's different. I have no idea how the series is going to turn out. We don't know. But I know we are more positioned to put a better foot, or I guess our best foot forward this year than we were last year.
I mean, in that sense, we know how basically a great year, 40 wins, everything. Yet we still come back to the elephant in the rink. He's never played in a Stanley Cup playoff. I mean, is it?
Yeah, he's played in a lot of hockey games, and he's played in a lot of big games. Has he played with the, bright lights of the Stanley Cup playoffs? He has not. And I guess at some point you got to get your first one. So Thursday night he's getting his first one. But he's, if he was a rookie coming in the league, or 21, 22, but he's, what is he, like 28 years old? His mental makeup is much more mature. So I don't know. He's been a rock for us for the 2 years that we've had him, and I'll tell you, there's not a guy in the room that want anybody else work back there than him.
Mentioned Detroit earlier. What are some early thoughts on the matchup? You obviously know this team well from facing them during the season.
Well, they're really good. Babs, speaks for himself. He's a hell of a coach. The last time we played them, they owned us. We've had a little success with them early on, but primarily the games have been tight. I think there was one that was, I don't know, there was one that was, the score was a little separated, but other than that, they have a hell of a team. They've made the playoffs 24 straight years. They've got young guys, they've got veterans, they've got guys that have won cups. This will be a battle. And I won't even bring up the other elephant in the room with, the intertwined management from both teams. So I'm sure that'll take on a life of its own at some point.
You mentioned Eye of the Tiger. What makes this team the way it is right now a dangerous team in the playoffs? I mean, is it the scoring balance? Is it?
To be honest, I don't know, because we haven't won a game in the playoffs yet. So we talk about Bish hasn't won a game. Well, we haven't won a game. Not while I've been behind the bench. So I think we've just got a lot to prove, and that's probably more than anything. And I just think we're more capable of proving ourselves this time. As I said, I have no prediction of how this series is going to go, but I know we will be ready.
You mentioned the look was different in the room after the postgame than last year. What was the look like last year? What was the Eye of the Tiger? Like, what was the?
I don't know. I think it was more we were like excited that we got back. We hadn't been in the playoffs for a couple of years as an organization, and I think as I look back now, maybe we were, we were glad we were glad to be there. For all our intent was to win games. It didn't work out for us. Obviously, we had some injury issues, but our boys battled hard. We things just it was a weird series. Just from that when that puck went in game one in overtime, and we just kind of slipped after that, and it's just a different mood this time. I think we're fired up to be there. Let's see what we can do. But you got to understand, we had Stammer had just come back. Clearly, he was not 100%. We'd had goaltending issues. Well, now we're hopefully going in somewhat healthy, and we've been together now. And so for a full season, Callahan was new to us last year. We just had a whole different makeup. So, as I said, I think that the boys are pretty focused on this one.
Well, Marshall Show getting off the plane, coming here and picking up a couple points for us.
I know. Kids stay hot. He had 4 points last night and 2 tonight, so he's rolling. It's good.
Thanks, man.